Hi all, welcome to another video of Ride for All. Today, we're going to talk about my favorite riding tech, the Intercom. We are not talking about Cardo, we are going to talk about Intercoms in general. And we'll be looking into three areas, mainly why I bought one, how I use it, and what I don't like about it. All right, so why did we buy one? I specifically bought a Cardo, but hey, I'm not being an ambassador to Cardo or anything like that. You can buy any brand. Just that you need to find one which your riding buddies use the most. So yeah, for getting the mesh thing, we will talk that later. But getting back to the why, there are three reasons why I bought the device. The first reason being is to actually ride with my wife or my partner. Um, because we go for long rides, and when I ride with my wife, we have to stick to road, and the road in Vietnam is not that interesting because I can ride only 60 to 70 kilometers per hour on my Honda Transalp, and it's not that engaging ride because it's too boring. And if I'm not with her, then I might take some country roads, make my ride even longer and engaging because I might hit some small off-road locations. So yeah, that way I keep myself engaged. But if I'm with her, I'll stick to the roads, and it's quite boring for both of us. So we talk a lot during our rides, and that's how we take away our boredom. Sometimes we get sleepy, so this thing really helps. We can speak out loud, and we don't need to shout through our helmets. I don't need to look back. I don't need to say something by turning behind. It's actually not that safe to do that. So this thing really helps. So that's reason number one, to actually have a conversation with my partner. Secondly, is to go for club rides. So I have a small club here in Vietnam. We go for monthly or quarterly rides, and during that ride, we have a different way of communicating. We really don't connect using Cardo's DMC. We actually use Discord, and everyone jump into a Discord call, and we talk through that. That's because some of us don't have a Cardo or a DMC device. So most of us have a Bluetooth device, so it's easier for them to actually do a Discord call through their phone and then just have that conversation through their Bluetooth headsets. I actually don't need this for the club rides, but there are some members in my group whom I actually go ride with very frequently, and they have a Cardo. So whenever we go just with those members, we turn it into DMC, and we just enjoy our rides as well. So club rides. Okay, so the third reason is that the hype created by all the YouTubers. So you guys said so many good things about it, and a lot of tons of features that I've never heard of before. And I wanted to check out whether those things are true, but sometimes all the tech have their own hiccups. But I would say, to my use, it works really well. All right, so those were the three reasons why I bought bought this Cardo. So let's look into how I use this device for me. All right, so the very first one is, as I said before, engaging with my partner. It's not just when we go for a long ride. So I use this as my daily driver. I don't take it out from my helmet. So whenever I come back from work, or if I'm traveling to somewhere, I can have a quick call with her because I have her on my speed dial. So it's pretty easy for me to have a quick call and just ask her if I have to buy something, or if she's okay, or just doing the check-in with her. Hey, I'm here. So that way it actually really helps. Now the second way is club rides, group rides, having that immense fun. If you guys haven't used an intercom device for your group rides or when you ride with your friends, this thing is an absolute entertainment. You will have so much fun just talking to your friends. I still remember the first time when I rode my Transalp with this Cardo device. Actually, I rode it with a friend of mine. We went to Kanza. Both of us were using the Cardo for the very first time, and we had tons and tons of conversation. We were just so happy to just talk and ride. It was so much fun. So I think if you have never used an intercom, you should give it a try just for that at least, because your rides become so much entertaining after that. So I really recommend if you go for group rides very often. All right, so let's move into the third reason. The third reason is not the reason, the third way I use it is, as I said, I use it as a daily driver. So I never take out my Cardo from my helmet. It's always there. I only take it out for charging. So I use it for navigation, for listening to music, podcast, and as I said, make a call to my wife. She's right behind the camera, by the way. So this is one of the core devices that I use on a daily basis other than my helmet. So that's why this is my favorite riding tech. All right, so some of the good things which I really like about this device. The first and the foremost is intercom mesh, the DMC of Cardo. This thing is absolutely stunning. It works flawlessly. You just have to create a group, add your other Cardo member if they have DMC, just add them in that group. And every time you go for a ride with them, just go into that group and turn it on, and you will just connect with them. Of course, they also have to be in their respective group with us so that they can have that conversation. And there's no problem if you're out of range or in range. If you're out of range, you can't listen to them, but when they come in range, it auto connects you to your Cardo and you can have that conversation. You don't need to stop for anyone. You don't need to stop to reconnect or anything like that, like the Bluetooth intercom. The Bluetooth intercom is actually a headache. You have to stop, you have to reconnect, you have to do a lot of things. But with the DMC mesh, it's just so easy. It's just connect once and then use it forever. You don't need to reconnect at all. So that way, I really love the DMC feature. The second feature I love is the voice control. So Cardo has a lot of inbuilt voice commands like, hey Cardo, volume up. Hey Cardo, mute microphone. Hey Cardo, turn on radio. Something like that. There's so many different voice commands inbuilt. Mute microphone, mute audio, volume up, volume down. These are my favorite ones. The other voice controls are when you connect your Cardo with your phone, you can use Hey Siri or Hey Google with it too. So I can play my Spotify with it. So I always actually say, Hey Siri, play Spotify, and it will actually play Spotify. It's so cool. You know, you don't need to touch your mobile. And by the way, I rarely touch my Cardo as well because of voice commands. I only touch my Cardo to do two things. One is to take a call or to turn off and turn on Cardo. These are the only two reasons why I touch my Cardo. Otherwise, I use voice commands for everything else. These are the key highlight features that I use. Other than this, I would say you can actually get the Cardo Pro for magnetic connect. Mine is not magnetic. Mine is actually, you have to somehow push it in and connect it with a wire. Yeah. So it's a wire connect. But the Pro ones, the wires is attached to the, the adapter here. And you just have to magnetically connect your Cardo to it. But mine is a Packtalk Neo. So it's a little bit cheaper one, which is more than enough for me. So yeah, I have to play along with the wires. That's all for the key features from my side. That's what I like. There are tons of other features within Cardo, like private conversations, audio sharing, like call sharing, There are so many things that you can explore with Cardo, but these things which I barely even use. All right, so time to talk about dislikes. Okay, so about dislikes, I only have one dislike. I'm so happy with my purchase for this because I'm using it every day. I'm so happy with it. The only dislike for me is that if you need the DMC mesh system, you have to stick to a Cardo. That means all my writing buddies should have a Cardo device. That's something which I really don't like. It's the same for other brands, even Cena, they does the same thing. I'm not sure about Blue Armor from India. They've been popping up in my feeds recently. So I think they also have their own mesh system in place. But just like phones, all right, they all comply 5G and everyone can call and message each other, regardless of what brand you use, regardless of what operating system you have. So I think Cardo and Cena and all these other intercoms who have a DMC or mesh system in place should allow other brands to connect each other so that they can have a group ride. I don't want to ask my friend to change into another intercom just to connect with me and talk to me while we ride. So I think that's something which the brands should focus on solving. If they can solve that, and I think people will appreciate it more. So other than that, there is nothing much you can do about this. So that's the only dislike I have about Cardo in specific or any other intercom device. All right, that said, you can still connect another intercom device to a Cardo mesh system, but it's through Bluetooth, and then you bridge that Bluetooth intercom to their mesh system. It's a little bit complicated process. However, there's a chance that you can get disconnected and it's very hard to connect back and all that kind of stuff. So it's still there. All that Bluetooth issues are still there. So I'm still waiting for that mesh integration to come in place. So to sum up, I would say if you're someone who have never tried an intercom device, I would highly suggest you to at least start with something like a Bluetooth device and maybe have the same device for your partner who is sitting behind you, so that you can have that feel of how it will be when you have these similar kind of conversations with your riding buddies. So maybe you can start something really small and go up once you feel and once you have the finances to actually have it with you. So I highly recommend to have a intercom device for rider safety, for engaging rides, to have fun. So yeah, that's all. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got some insight into whether or not you should get an intercom. If you guys want to know more, anything specific about Cardo or Packtalk Neo or any features, you can comment down below and I have to respond, and or hit me up on Instagram. Please like and support this channel if you enjoy the videos, and I will see you guys in my next one. Till then, take care and ride safe.